Good morning. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started here on our Wow Brow Clinic, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about brows. As you can tell, mine are super thin. They're not real existent in there. So I have to use some of our different products to be able to bring those brows up. The really great part about eyebrows is they do frame your face. People go, do they really make a difference? You know, I've got some, they're still kind of dark and everything. Some people tell me, oh, mine are starting, I'm seeing little white hairs in there. Well, we've got products for everything, and doing your brows can be just super simple, super quick, fast, easy to do, and makes all the difference in your makeup look. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started here today. So you want to just make sure you remove your glasses. Typically I will put my eyebrows on prior to putting my eyeshadow on, but today I did it a little backwards for you all. There's going to be 3 different products that we're going to use. The first one that we're going to use is one of our eye colors. And you might be like, what? I have people ask me all the time, do you have brow powder? Well, yes, we do, in the form of our Chroma Fusion eye shadows. The greatest color that you can use in here is our hazelnut. Okay, it's a super lightweight color. It just blends with a lot of different eyeshadow colors or eyebrow colors up in here. So this is our really nice angled brush. These are only $10, and they've got the spoolie wand on it too. When you're working with your eyebrows, you always want to brush them up. It removes any excess makeup or powder or anything in there, dead skin. Well, actually brush them in the opposite direction they grow, brush them straight up, and then lay those little top hairs in place. If you have top hairs. Okay, I don't. When you wax, you want to always make sure they are waxing from underneath. You don't want to wax on top, because then you're starting to move your eyebrow down, okay? You always want your eyebrows to create a lift in your face, always a lift. So that's a big thing. Another thing is your eyebrows will never be identical. I had to laugh because on my phone the other day, on my feed on my phone, it was like, oh, buy this stamp and it stamps your eyebrows on. So they're perfectly identical. And I'm like, okay, but they're not twins, they're sisters. So they're going to be very similar. They're just not going to be identical twins. Now, here's some other little tips for you as you're doing your eyebrows. So we've got powder. We have got brow tint. So those of you that really like brow tint and you just need a little bit of color on there, you just need to brush them up a little bit, you've got great full hair, you can use a brow tint in here. And so it just really tints the hairs that you have there. And you can see my regular hair wants to get in there too. But you can just start and just blend that right in so it looks like regular little hairs coming in. And it does. Okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you the rest of them here in a minute. So, yay! See, just a little bit like that in the blonde. This is dark blonde brow tint, and that can just bring your color right up. And then we have our precision brow pencils. And so with the precision brow pencil, I'm going to show you where your brow should start, and then where it should arch and where it should end. So this is a really big thing too. Start with the corner of your nose, go to the corner of your eye, and straight up. And you can even take your little pencil and you can put a little dot in there. Okay, just kind of dot it there. From the corner of your nose to the outer part of your iris, okay, right there is where it should arch. That should be your highest point, is right out in there. So I need to bring mine up just a little bit more right there. Okay, so that'll be the arch point. And then there's a place called the fence. So corner of the nose to corner of the eye and out. That's your fence. That's where it's going to end, is out here. So you can kind of see from here to here is going to be your longer strokes. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this blonde pencil. And this one too is our just blonde pencil. And so when you're doing a precision one, you just want to kind of start with short little strokes in here and just lightly blend them up in. Some people like to do a little line underneath, so they've got almost a little template, as my dad would call it, and a little line up above going to where your arch dot is, and then longer strokes coming down to the end. Okay, Now, as you change your hair color, you may change your brow tint, you may change your brow pencil, your precision one, you may even change the color of the eyeshadow that you're using in there. Now, do you see the difference between the eyes? The lifting and the contouring in there and what that does. So just boom, 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 light little color in there. You could go back with a little bit more brow tint also if you wanted to darken them just a little bit. You can take your angled brush and we'll brush in a little bit of shadow in a moment, but you can take the spoolie end of it and just brush it for a more natural look in the brow also. Or you can take and pop this in here and just brush in some of the hazelnut or any other matte eyeshadow color. You know, espresso, if you've got darker eyebrows and darker hair color, espresso's beautiful in there. And I'm just using this just real light little strokes, as you can tell. You can also do finishing spray on your spoolie end of the brush, and that will help to keep your color on longer also. Okay, so you can get it a little bit darker if you would like, and then just lightly come down. Now, some people don't like the longer end on there. They like a little bit shorter, and so you could bring it and angle it. This is kind of a fun one. So if you want to just, you know, have fun with your brows and give yourself a little bit of different angle or look or thickness or thinness, you can really change up the look on your face by doing this. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'll just start with the eyeshadow on this side and brush that in, and then come back and just start to smooth it out a little bit. Super easy to do. Grab a little bit more color. And blend it up in. So if you want a really soft, natural look, you just go ahead and you use some eyeshadow in there. And you blend it till you've got it the color you want, the thickness you want, and it looks super natural on your eyes. Your brows really do frame your eyes, and your eyes are the window to your soul. So very, very easy to do. All right. And I try to keep my videos fairly short here, so just so you can see, it's just, they're kind of sisters in here. I'll go back and I'll just finish this one up. But at least now you've got the start. Start, straight up, okay? Corner, outside, arch. I could even have mine arch all the way over here if I wanted to. I kind of have mine in a little bit farther. And then the end of them out over here. So you can have big full brows. You can make them just a little shorter. Mine are just a little bit shorter, just creating a little bit more lift in the eyes. So there you go. Little brow tutorial for you today. We have different shades of our brow tint, different shades of our brow liner, and of course different shades of our ChromaFusion eyeshadow, which would be a brow powder. So have a blessed abundant day. Hope you learned something about eyebrows. Go practice. That's the only way you're going to get good at it. Have a great day.